Hello everybody, Roman is me and me wants to say something. So I play Marvel Rivals, obviously. And in the game, I main this character, Jeff. You all know him, you all probably hate him, but I love playing as him. But recently, Jeff hasn't really been that fun to play as. This is mainly because of the patch notes. The patch notes that they do every single season and half season, and for this one exception, I guess half season. Technically it was the first week, so like first 1/5, 1/6 of the season. I don't really know. But every single patch notes, Jeff is usually not in it, which usually isn't a problem due to the fact that Jeff is kind of already in a good state as is. But recently, Jeff has very obviously kind of dropped off. And this is because everyone else around him is getting buffed. You know, all the other supports getting buffed. Adam Warlock recently just got a buff with a Flight, which is fucking awesome. I love that for Adam Warlock players. But with these buffs, Jeff not getting anything is kind of making him fall down further. With the only people that can actually play him and feel like he'll get use out of him are people that have dedicated their entire Marvel Rivals time as playing as him, which is something that I'm trying to do, but at the same time, I don't really play Marvel Rivals as much as, they do. So I think it's about time Jeff gets a buff so people don't instantly call him out for throwing, because that is a real problem with a lot of Jeff's things. A lot of people like to pick Jeff to throw. He's like the second most option other than Black Widow. Please stop throwing the games, it's not good. But anyways, here are some buffs that I think Jeff really needs. Starting off, Joyful Splash, his main primary that he uses, that beam thing that he shoots. I think the damage on it is fine, but his healing, I think it needs a wee bit more. So I want the healing to go from 130 healing per second to roughly 160 healing per second. I think with this change, it'll give Jeff players more of an incentive to actually heal the teammates instead of, try to kill the enemy team. Because, a lot of new Jeff players really like to go in for the kills, and when they heal the enemy team, their healing just ends up getting, nowhere because the enemy team just ends up attacking them and killing them through the healing anyways. Talking about healing, I think his healing bubble should also do a bit more healing. But instead of more of a increased healing, I think when the healing bubble pops, it should do an instant 30 healing instantly to help with the healing, And then the duration, however, goes from 4 seconds to 3 seconds because, you get the initial 30 burst of healing in the beginning. And I think, if it has 4 seconds, it might make the healing bubble a bit too broken. However, healing isn't just where he's lacking as well. He's also lacking a little bit in the damage compartment compared to people like Gambit, Invis, Loki, Luna Snow, Adam Warlock, Mantis. Alright, there's quite a few of the people that do a bit more damage than him. It is important to mention, though, that some of these supports do have damage over healing in mind, such as Adam Warlock and Mantis. But someone like Rocket, whose healing is kind of a bit broken for the type of character he is, that also can melt tanks' health with his primary, I think Jeff needs a bit more damage on top of that. So that's why I think we should take his Aqua Burst, and instead of doing 25 damage, it should do 30 damage. It gives him a bit more damage, but it could be just enough to make him or help him win a fight. Next up, I have his Dive. His Dive already is a pretty good tool, and people that know how to play Jeff are able to use it to get out of some really bad situations. But a lot of new players don't really know how to conserve the Dive, so they just end up going in with the Dive, dying, or trying to escape with the Dive just to not really know how to do the in-between stuff and die anyways. So to help new players, I think they should work with his energy. His current energy is 20 energy per second, which is roughly 6 seconds of him being able to stay underground. And I think the new one should be 15 energy per second, which is his cooldown, which is roughly 8 seconds for the dive. And with that extra 2 seconds for the dive, it could help with new players to get out of sticky situations that they put themselves in. I'm not really sure how the extra 2 seconds will affect the pros, but I think it'll be really nice for them to have a bit more wiggle room when they do their things. Then for the team-ups, I want to get rid of New Friends, which is the Groot team-up. No, Jeff really uses that team up too often, and it's just not really that good of a team up for Jeff anyways. And he already has 4 team ups, so getting rid of one would really help Jeff. This next one though, I really do want. Jeff's and Deadpool's team up, Comical Chaos, is now just an ability for Jeff. He doesn't need it for the team. He doesn't need the team up for it. So instead of the plushie being there, it'll be the blue orb from the zombies mode. The new name for it would be Water Sprinkler, and it'll pretty much do the same exact thing as a team up, minus all of the VFX on the enemy screen. Then with this new ability that Jeff has, it'll come with its own VFX for each of his legendary skins. For Sunshine Landshark, it will have a flower with light blue water pouring out of it. For Devouring Duo, it will have a symbiote ball with blackish blue water spewing from it. The Jack-o'-lantern will have a pumpkin with orange water coming out of it. Business Shark will have a suitcase with grayish white water coming out of it. The Duck Defender will have a duck that has regular water coming out of it. With the Water Sprinkler getting different water colors for it, I think the Joyful Splash should also get new water colors for it. For the Sunshine Shark, that will get lighter blue water. Devouring Duo will get blackish blue water. Jeff-o'-lantern will get orange water. Business Shark will get grayish white water. The Duck Defender will not get a change in water because it's just the regular water. Hey, real quick, say Sunshine Shark 10 times fast. And that's pretty much it for the changes I want for Jeff. Just remember, this is my opinion. I'm not trying to force this opinion on anyone. I just think these are some changes that I would like to see to Jeff. If you like this video, I have more videos planned like this in the future, and if you want to see them, make sure you like and subscribe. It will really help me a lot. I have a really simple goal of trying to reach 100 subscribers before June. I think it's possible, but so far it's not looking likely. So do whatever you want. And on that note, Roman is me, and me is done with the video. Bye-bye.